Hi dear Penthouse detectives, I can't believe this day has finally come. Today is the day I'm making the last spoilers and predictions video on this drama. I feel very emotional. I hope you enjoyed this last predictions video as much as I enjoyed making it. Also, I know it's a long video, but trust me, watch it till the end because most good parts are in the middle and end. Enjoy! You must be well aware by now how Penthouse shows something confusing and shocking at the end of an episode and then explain it later on in the next episode. So the same will happen in episode 14. There are missing scenes after Junchil falls down and before he's taken to the morgue. Let's dive deep and find out what happened. At the end of episode 13, we saw that Seojin pushed Suryeon down the cliff and Suryeon drowns. What if I tell you Seojin wasn't the one who pushed Suryeon, but it was actually all part of Suryeon's plan? But why would Suryeon do something this dangerous? Let's go back a little. When Suryeon goes to the apartment where Junchil is dead, she doesn't let Unbyul see her father in blood so that the poor girl doesn't get traumatized. And then Suryeon asks Unbyul to quickly call ambulance. After that, the scene completely shifts to Seojin escaping from the apartment, and then all of a sudden, the scene of the morgue comes where Junchil's body is laid down. This was such a sudden shift. The drama didn't show the scenes in between this. Before the ambulance will arrive at the location where Junchil is dead, Suryeon will be there near Junchil. At that moment, Junchil will not be completely dead. He will be taking his last breaths. We see this moment in episode 14 preview. During this moment, Junchil will say to Suryeon, "Don't kill Seojin." The reason I believe it is Suryeon who will be near Junchil before he dies and will be the one to close his eyes when he dies is because of the hands. I went back to episode 13 and focused on Suryeon's hands. She has long nails, and the woman who is closing Junchil's eyes in episode 14 preview also has long nails exactly like Suryeon. So it will be Suryeon. Anyways, even though Junchil knows that Seojin is evil, but his last request before dying is to not kill Seojin, because he knows that in this way Unbyul will be completely alone. Junchil did request Logan in previous episodes to take care of Rona if he is gone, but Junchil never asked anyone to take care of Unbyul. So Junchil knows that Seojin needs to be alive for Unbyul's sake. That's why Suryeon's plan is never to kill Seojin. After hearing Hyunchil's last dying wish, Suryeon decides to come up with a new plan, and that is to deceive Seojin and make her admit to her crimes right in front of Unbyul so she can go to jail for a lifetime. Now I think Suryeon came up with a last-minute plan to fall down the cliff right in front of police and Unbyul and pretend that it was Seojin who pushed her. In this way, the evidence is crystal clear and Seojin will have 4 murders under her belt. Her own father, Junhee, Junchil and Suryeon. So Seojin will get full life imprisonment. I think it was a last-minute plan because Logan in the next episode preview seems completely shocked and oblivious, and his expressions are sad and anxious. That means he doesn't know about this and is genuinely worried. Falling in front of Unbyul was really important, and Suryeon's plan will work because Unbyul will think that even till the end her mother was a monster. That's what will give Unbyul the strength to testify in the court against Seojin. So in the preview of episode 14, we see the scene of Unbyul sitting on the witness chair and testifying against all the actions her mother did. One of the crimes of Seojin will be pushing Suryeon down the cliff. But we see Seojin screaming and crying, saying she didn't do it. Even in episode 13, when Suryeon falls, Seojin says she didn't do it. And when the police take her in the car in episode 14 preview, she keeps on saying she didn't do it. Seojin looks seriously traumatized as if she really didn't do it. But all the evidence will be against her. So Seojin will be sentenced to like 100 years of jail. Now see that Seojin is in prison also because she pushed Suryeon and she is now supposedly dead to the world. If Suryeon comes back alive in front of the world, of course this crime will be taken off Seojin's belt, and what if it gives her some advantage in her case? So Suryeon has to remain dead in front of the world. Now back to when Suryeon falls in the river. Logan is very scared. Police were also there and they must have immediately called the divers too, who will search the river for Suryeon's body. But in episode 14 preview, we see that Logan's secretary says that signals are weak and they can't seem to find her body. Suryeon's body will never be found and a lot of time will go by and they will declare her dead. The thing is, I feel like either Suryeon herself swam across a shore or it was nature's blessing and the winds and when the water waves pushed her body to the shore. I feel like it is possible that Junhee's spirit came and guided Suryeon because Suryeon will be very near to death and Junhee's spirit will come to her and say, "Unni, get up. You have to live. I wasn't able to survive, but you have to. You have to live for Seokkyung and Seokhun and Rona." This will motivate Suryeon's soul and give her determination to wake up. Maybe because of water waves, Suryeon will end up opening her eyes in this remote area that she would know nothing about. Suryeon will wake up and see in the news that Seojin went to jail because of her, and that's why Suryeon will not be able to go back to her loved ones. Seojin killed her bestie Junhee, so she can't let Seojin out of jail for Junhee's sake. So she will decide to remain dead in front of the world. Suryeon will thus give up on her own identity and will live as Naekyo. She will cut her hair short too, so the locals in the area where she will be living don't recognize her because Suryeon is famous. Thus, in this way, Suryeon will keep on living. There is another possibility that makes more sense. That is that Suryeon lost her memories after she fell in the river. So that's why Suryeon doesn't contact her loved ones as she doesn't remember them anymore. I feel like the memory loss is quite possible. Otherwise, why would Suryeon let her loved ones suffer thinking she's dead? She could have let them know that she's safe and then hide. So chances are Suryeon lost her memories and will be living in a completely different area, completely unaware that there are people missing her. Moving on the other hand, everyone will keep on living their lives thinking Suryeon has died. Rona will go to the Juilliard School, the School of Music in New York. Haein and Rona will live together and Logan will support them both and take care of them just like Suryeon was doing. Now I know Seokhun's original plan was to join Rona in the Juilliard School and study with her, but from the preview it feels like Seokhun and Rona will meet again after a long time. Seokhun might have had to stay back in Korea when he heard about Suryeon's death. Seokhun is the eldest son and it's possible he takes over Simmun Corporation and he has to take care of the business, and also Seokkyung will stay in Korea. So after Suryeon's death, Seokkyung will be very traumatized and Seokhun will have to take care of her sister too. So things will be really challenging for Seokhun, and I am sure Rona will understand his situation. Also in the scene of Seojin's trial, at the back we can see Logan, Seokhun, Seokkyung, Jenny and Mari sitting. Rona isn't there. It means all these people I mentioned will stay in Korea and it will only be Rona who will attend school in the USA. I also think Rona and Seokhun wouldn't be able to contact each other a lot because both of them will be hella busy with their lives. And then there will be a huge time gap. I think the time gap will be of at least 4 years or more. Firstly, the main programs offered at the Juilliard School are of the duration of 4 years. I think Rona will complete her full studies. Only this way she can become a prima donna, which she will definitely become as we see her performance in episode 14 preview. This performance will be in South Korea. Rona will become famous and world acclaimed prima donna. Her fame will be the talk of the town. She will be offered to perform in Korea as a prima donna, and that's when Rona will make an iconic entry back in South Korea. After Rona will come to Korea after so many years, she will reach out to Seokhun and request him to become a pianist in her performance. Firstly, Rona's managers will be like, "Why you are not hiring a famous pianist?" And Seokhun will also not be confident, but Rona will say that it was her dream to perform on the stage with Seokhun. So both Seokhun and Rona will start preparing for the performance. Rona's performance will go incredibly great. She will hit all the perfect notes. The headlines and news will declare her as Korea's treasure. In interviews, Rona will mention her late mother Junhee and give tribute to her. Afterward, Rona will say to Seokhun, "You promised me a pasta date." So Seokhun and Rona will go to their much awaited pasta date. While they will be eating, both will feel that the chemistry between them is still there and they still feel the same about each other even after so many years. That's when Seokhun will get up and kiss Rona. Rona and Seokhun will officially start dating, and who knows, they might even get engaged because both of them are adults now. But one thing's for sure, there's no power now that will bring them apart. Let's talk about what the other characters would be doing after this time gap. Min-hyuk's mandatory military service would be complete. The military service is of 18 months. So I think if the time gap will be of 4 years, then Min-hyuk would be in 3rd or 4th year of Seoul National University of Music, unless he took on a whole another path. I feel like Min-hyuk's mother Go Sang-a will come out of jail and she will reunite with her son. She will apologize to him and she would be a better person now. Chances are Min-hyuk's father Kyojin will also be out, but honestly I want him longer in jail as he was Dante's main advisor. But let's see. I hardly think Kyojin can change for good, but maybe we get to see a miracle in the last episode. Jenny must have finished her studies too, and she would be helping her mom with her business. I think Kangmari must have started her own bathhouse business because Mari has to do something to feed her daughter and herself. I think Mari will be doing great as a CEO and her business will be performing really well. I think Jenny's dad Dongpil will finally get out of jail and will come back. His sentence must have been reduced because firstly he himself went to the police, and also it was later found out that Junhee's death had mainly to do with Dante and Seojin. Dongpil will welcome his daughter Jenny and his wife. All three of them will live together happily. I feel like Jenny and Min-hyuk would have started dating, but they will be secretly dating and wouldn't be ready to make it official. But everyone else will notice them being lovey-dovey and would tease them about it. That would be cute to see. Just like Sokhun has taken over Simun Corporation, Sokkyung must have followed her mother's footstep and will either be running Chonga School or she will be teaching there as a vocal teacher. Because Suryeon was the director of Chonga in season 3 and Suryeon genuinely wants to make the school a better and fair place. So Sokkyung will follow her mother's dream. Sokkyung will have a whole character development where she will be the one regulating the school, teaching students about loving each other and not bullying your fellows like she used to do. Now let's talk about Eunbyul. After making her mother go to jail and finding that her father is dead too, Eunbyul will be left all alone. She will have no one. I feel like Logan will help her or try to help her, but Eunbyul will no longer have any will to continue studying or become something. Eunbyul will go to a church and she will start living there. Also, I think Eunbyul will go to church because she will feel like repenting for all the wrong actions she did in the past, hurting people around her and helping her monster mother. Eunbyul did enjoy singing. It was her mom who made her so competitive, but in her heart, Eunbyul loved to sing. So Eunbyul will become part of the church choir. Eunbyul will be spending her life like this until Seojin will make an entry once again. So we really thought that Seojin will forever remain in jail? I mean, it's freaking Chon Seo-jin we're talking about. Of course, she'll get out of jail. In the preview of episode 14, we see someone holding scissors. The cloths are light blue colored. The place where Seojin picks the scissors doesn't look like a jail. There's even a coffee cup next to the scissors. I don't think they offer coffee at the jail. I think as it's Seojin's second time in jail, she will know the ins and outs and how to live in jail and also escape it. I feel like Seojin will do something similar to Dante. Seojin will hurt herself and she will then be taken to an emergency in an hospital. I think Seojin will pick these scissors inside the hospital, and scissors are easily available in the hospital too. Seojin will cut her hair short to change her appearance so that she can blend in and escape from the police who will be guarding her. In the scene where Seojin is walking in short hair in the preview of episode 14, behind her are some posters. I don't think there are posters in jail. I think she's walking inside a hospital and she just cut her hair. Seojin also looks pale and her lips looks dead. It means she's in pain, which proves that she must have hurt herself to come here to this hospital. Seojin will succeed in escaping the hospital. The first thing Seojin would do will be going to Eunbyul. Seojin wouldn't care about how hurt she is. Seojin would desperately want to see Eunbyul and make sure if she's doing alright. In the preview of episode 14, we see Seojin standing in front of a church. She's there to see Eunbyul. When Seojin will go to Eunbyul, she will be singing with the church choir. Seojin will sit there and listen to her daughter's beautiful voice. I think Seojin will be in a very bad condition physically. Then after the choir will be done singing, Eunbyul will see her mother. She will be shocked and disappointed so much. Eunbyul will wonder how her mother escape the jail again and that there's no way Seojin can change. Seojin will meet with Unbyul and will be happy to see her daughter again. But Unbyul will be very troubled. She will say, I want to end everything now. The look in Unbyul's eyes is deadly. It's like she's tired and done. Unbyul doesn't want to consider Seojin as her mother any longer. Now Seojin will die here or die after she will leave Unbyul in church. But I really feel like Seojin will die. There are many possibilities. Either Unbyul will kill her own mother, which I feel will be shocking, but on the other hand sounds kinda unrealistic, as it will also make Unbyul a murderer. As I said before that Seojin must already be hurt because she hurt herself to leave jail and meet Unbyul, Seojin would herself die. Seojin will have no one in the end. Even Unbyul will declare her as not her mother. Seojin would be hurt emotionally that she came from jail for her daughter, but her daughter hates her. It is possible she kills herself by jumping from some place. Also, the fact that Junchil said don't kill Seojin before dying might be a foreshadowing that no one will kill Seojin but Seojin herself. Finally, in the last episode, Seojin's legacy will come to an end. She will be gone. But that also means that now Suryon doesn't have to remain hidden any longer. Seojin is gone and it doesn't matter anymore whether Suryon remains hidden or not. But I think Suryon wouldn't know that Seojin died. But someday, after a long time, Logan would be traveling at some place and he will suddenly see Suryon. This one scene in episode 14 preview shows Logan shocked and looking back. I think Logan will be walking in some place and he will see a glimpse of Suryon. So he will turn back and see that it is actually Suryon. That's why he is so shocked. He will go to her and say, Suryanshi, that's you, right? I feel like it's possible, as I said before, that Suryon lost her memories, so she will not be able to recognize Logan. Probably Suryon will say to Logan, who the F are you? But I think Logan will be determined and Logan will follow her and then Logan will help Suryon regain her memories. In the end, Suryon and Logan will be walking in the fields. Suryon will surprise Logan by saying, I have people to meet. Will you come with me, Logan? Logan will be so happy because this will mean Suryon finally regained her lost memories and she's excited to meet with her daughter and son and everyone else. Suryon will be happy that everything finally went well in the end. Dante and Seojin paid for their evil actions and the soulmates Junchil and Junhee met in heaven and are living happily there. Logan will hug or maybe even kiss Suryon in those beautiful fields. Both will sit inside the car. Suryon will drive. While driving, Suryon will happily look at Logan and then the drama will show Suryon driving, showing that she's on her way to meet everyone who missed her. And thus, the Penthouse War in Life journey will finally come to an end. So that was it for the last spoilers and predictions video. I know I didn't include a twist that will bring either Junhee or Junchil back. As much as I wished Junhee was alive, I feel like the last episode wasn't enough to show such a big twist. For Junhee to come back, we needed at least 2 episodes because the writer had to explain how she was alive. But as episode 14 will have to show the ending of all characters, so there wouldn't be enough time to fit in such a big twist. After all, I think it is true that when a dead body of a character is shown in Penthouse, that person is dead for sure. I just believe that Junhee and Junchil met in heaven and they are happy over there and both are looking upon Rona and Unbyul from above. This has to be my personal favorite video on Penthouse because I really enjoyed making this video, but at the same time I'm very emotional right now. I started Penthouse right when its first episode aired and have been watching it till now. I feel really sad that it's ending because I'm attached to all the characters in this drama, and this drama made me meet so many wonderful people like you all. I will forever miss this drama and interacting with you guys on Penthouse. In the end, I want to say that I'm sorry to any people who were disappointed by my predictions, and I want to express my greatest thanks to all the people who followed me on this Penthouse journey, watched my videos, left comments, and joined this channel. I'm grateful to each and every one of you. You guys definitely made the whole experience of watching Penthouse much more exciting and thrilling. Thank you so much. I love all of you guys and I can't express it enough in words. I hope someday we get to watch another drama again together and discuss it as we did with Penthouse. Take care of yourself, drama family. Hope to see you soon with another video. Until then, bye bye.